Hi guys, Armand again, here with another knife review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Cold Steel Bushman. Got this in a couple days ago, tested it out, going to let you know how I feel about it, and features, cost, all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff that you guys need to know before you buy a knife. Anyway, I'm going to start off with the sheath, and I'm going to let you guys know that I actually really like this sheath. I really do, sincerely. It's Cordura, nylon, and it has a full support throughout it. It's very thick. As you can see, it's relatively rigid, so I'm not too worried about the knife bending while it's in here. And it also has plastics, I guess these two plastic strips on both sides to keep the blade from chipping. It's sewn all the way around the sheath, and it has these really strong rivets consistently all across, so I'm not worried about this splitting apart. On top of that, it has this oversized pouch in the front, which you don't expect with knives in this price range. I got this knife for about $24 including shipping. Usually you just get the thing for the knife, but the fact that they included this pocket to put survival goodies in there, for me personally, I'm going to be putting a knife starter, a fire starter, sorry, a knife sharpener for whatever knives I have with me at that time, and some fishing line and hooks, and if I have more space, more stuff. But it's a really nice big pouch to have in there. The quality of the sheath is actually very good. I'm not worried about this breaking while I'm out there. It's a simple belt loop. Nothing special about there, and if personally for all survival knives, I like it if they have something on the bottom to wrap around my leg, just because I don't like it flapping around. But other than that, this sheath is very good for the price. I really did like the sheath. So for the sheath, thumbs up. Space, like I said, keep in mind guys, we're not reviewing a $200 knife here. If this is a $200 knife, this is far below expectation, but right now for what you're getting, this is a great sheath. Next, now we'll move on from the sheath to the knife itself. This is the Cold Steel Bushman, guys. It is a 7-inch blade, I believe, probably around 12.5 to 13 inches overall. I can measure it, but it doesn't really make a difference. It is a 1080 steel, SK5. It's the equivalent of 1080. It's no different. And it's a hollow ground blade, so yeah, it's hollow ground, right? Yeah, it's a hollow ground blade. And yeah, it came relatively well sharpened. I mean, not everyone says that, but mine, you know, it's pretty well sharpened. Razor right out of the box. This is the edge from the box. Obviously, I've tested it, so it may have gone actually a bit duller, but it's a very sharp blade for an out-of-the-box blade. You can hear it. I love the sound of a carbon steel blade. Anyway, so yeah, 1080 steel. It's high carbon steel, so it's designed to have very high edge holding abilities. It's kind of hard to sharpen, but it holds that edge very well. And one of the features of this is that it's one piece of cold rolled steel. It's one solid piece. There is no rivets, nothing. It's just one piece where they made a blade and then they folded the edge. So as you can see here, it's hollow. Yeah, so you can see the whole thing is hollow, which is either more survival goodies, or you can mount this on a stick or a sapling or something and make a spear, which, you know, it's a very efficient spear. Got that nice bowie curve to the front, and yeah, on the base here it has a hole for a screw, so if you did mount it on a spear, on a stick, it can be fastened well, and also this little V spot here to put another screw in there. And yeah, like I said, it's very sharp out of the box, so it's functional for immediately out of the box with that sheath as well. I like those things. In overall, it's a great knife. I will say some cons though. I was worried when I bought this knife about my hand slipping up the blade because there's no true guard whatsoever. It's just this kind of flare over there. And after I got it, I have the same worry. If I stab something hard with this, if I'm trying to, you know, like cut apart a deer or something, and if I hit a femur bone, I'm definitely worried about my hand sliding up that blade and losing some of my fingers. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is making either a paracord, like a 550 cord handle, or somehow figure out by probably putting a log in there and mounting some kind of round. So I don't even know what I'm going to do, honestly, but I really want a better guard on this because this worries me. In terms of slashing, or, you know, backhand slashes, if I backhand stab with this, I'm not too worried because my thumb can hold the top. I'm not too worried about that. But if I stab forward, I'm kind of worried about my hand sliding, especially since, like I said, it's not rubber either, so there's no grip factor. You're gripping bare metal. It's very slippery, especially if there's even the slightest bit of water on there. It's a very slippery blade. I mean, very slippery handle. But other than that, the blade is great. And like I said, the cold roll, it's gonna last. This is gonna last. And I don't know if you guys have seen the Cold Steel Bushman destruction video. It was very interesting to me. That's part of the reason why I bought this knife. It took them, I think, hours, more than an hour, to break this knife. And when I say that, you're thinking like I'm hitting wood. No, no, no. They were hammering this thing with a solid steel hammer, like a 2-pound hammer, and hitting metal with it, breaking concrete, cutting cinder blocks in half. So this knife, I mean, they broke a K-bar in half the time it took to break this, and I love my K-bar. My K-bar is my favorite knife. So I was very impressed with that. That's one of the reasons I bought it. Another con, made in China. Don't like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. It says China right there, Cold Steel China. You know what? Deal with it. You're wearing Chinese shoes right now. Your shirt's probably made in China. Your table's probably made in China. There's a lot of things made in China, so we gotta move on from that. But I don't care where it's made as long as the quality is good, and in this case, I like the quality. So for the price range you're paying, I recommend it. The quality for the price range you're paying, I recommend it. The functionality. Now, I split some logs with this, even though it's a 7-inch blade. 9-inch blade is my preferred minimum to split logs, but you know, I split logs with this, and it worked very well. You feel a lot of shock with that metal handle, but it splits. I was cutting stuff with it, cuts well. You can skin with this because of that Bowie curve, and it's not too long. I like it. I think it's a great survival knife. Is it the best? No. I think if you put a little more money, you can get a better knife out there, but like I said, for what you're paying, you're getting a good knife. So if you're on the fence about buying the Cold Steel Bushman, you want a 7-inch knife with, you know, an option to mount as a spear, because most knives don't have that. This is something, it's a unique blade. It's a unique knife in the fact that it's versatile. It's very versatile. Yeah, if you're looking for something like that, I say buy this. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. And even if it doesn't cover the criteria you were initially looking for, I guarantee you'll find a use for this knife. I guarantee you will. It is impossible not to. Like I said, it's very sharp. It came out of the box very, very sharp. Oops, that's not the way I want to say that. But like I see, it has a good edge on it. It's a very sharp knife. So, holds the edge, takes an edge, quality steel. Quality knife in my opinion, functional, and yeah, if you ask me, buy it. Take care guys. Cold Steel Bushman. I'll have another review up within the hour probably, so yeah. Take care guys.